Hello, welcome everybody to a November 29th gold analysis for the weekend November 30th. It was a crazy week last week, big down move, and we're looking to see what it could do next week, trying to plan our moves. We'll go through top-down analysis from the higher time frames lower and see how to plan it. So first, let's go to the quarterly chart. We can see the quarterly. It created a resistance, 1880 area. That's a huge liquidity area now. I feel like it's testing these lower areas. Maybe it'll push down lower. We'll see. There's optimism in the market, vaccine optimism, based off technical analysis, price action, and everything. Price of gold is heading lower as well. That it's on a bearish trend right now. Even when you go to the monthly, it's having this sort of pullback. But this pullback, I'm kind of using it in comparison to not this pullback, but kind of over here in 09, right after the 08 financial crisis. You kind of had this up move, and you have this big up move here, followed by like a kind of mini move down, and then continuation up all until 2011. So long term, gold is bullish. But short term, you're going to play intraday moves and intra-week, intra-month moves, which are heading into a bearish direction as of right now. With Biden being elected, it is going to be weaker for the US dollar. The US dollar will devalue in a sense. He'll open up trade, etc., and that needs the US dollar to go down in order to do business internationally and globally as well. So eventually, the price of gold will be cheaper to buy, and then it will shoot up. I think it's moving down for now and then finding momentum to push up later. Let's look at the volume. Yeah, even on the volume on this down move, look at that volume comparison to like this up move here, you know? It's not even that big, or you go back in these months, the volume is literally half of these bull candles. So there wasn't a lot of selling pressure, but it's still there. And we could easily see the 1700s being hit on the price of gold. So when we look at weekly, we have these levels above. We're probably going to keep them in there for now. You have the liquidity zones. You have these other zones. You have the area where price bounced off of. We got a good trade on Monday over here, and Tuesday followed. And then Wednesday, Thursday was kind of slow. And then Friday, it went down even more. So it's going down. For the next area, I do feel like the 17 kind of over here at the previous resistance before it started popping off around like 1745, 1750 area. Price is probably going to tap into there before having some sort of reaction. But just based off weekly, daily, even 4 hour, when we get to the 4 hour, it's bearish. There is no signs for buy unless you're doing these quick kind of reversal buys that you could kind of derive from the lower time frame. So even if you go to the 1 hour, you can see that's the type of reversal buy, and that's still like a good 80 pips on the reversal. Even here too, doji, bullish momentum, next candlestick was bullish. So even if you bought 1778, 79, 1784, pretty good trade there. So we'll be watching that. There's a lot of news this week. We should get over that. So we have OPEC meetings, Chicago PMI, pending home sales, Fed Chair Powell testifies, ISM manufacturing PMI, ADP non-farm employment change, Fed Chair Powell testifies again. So 2 days in a row, that'll be very volatile. NFP, unemployment claims. There's a lot of damn news, and it's the end of the month as well. So honestly, just got to be careful over here. I want to see if this text works instead of typing it. Not bad, actually. Just got to edit it lower. All day OPEC meetings. That's not really important for gold in a sense. You got the PMI. That's pretty important. Whoops. Got pending home sales. Pretty important too. Don't really need the USD in there. So it's really going to be a pretty volatile week considering it's the end of the month. There's a lot of news too. There's a lot of coronavirus is still there, to be honest. It's not going anywhere. We don't really expect it to go anywhere until the vaccines are out. Even with the vaccines, it'll be pretty interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, I don't think there'll be another lockdown per se, but the way things are trending, there's going to be a lot of restrictions depending where you live, depending what city. I know San Francisco is having a kind of modified lockdown where some sports teams can't play, which is kind of bad for the NFL. And I think the 49ers, their county might be locked down, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, ADP non-farm, that's going to move it. And I think that'll lead the NFP. That's usually what's been happening lately. And then, yeah, Fed Chair Powell's testifying, unemployment claims. There's just a lot of news. It's a heavy news week. Whoops. Heavy news week. Just got to be careful. Kind of don't risk too much. Play within your parameters. I'm almost done here. Yeah, NFP Friday, that'll be a big one. Unemployment rate, that's another big one. Friday's a big day full of news. There we go. It's a lot of news this week, though. But even with that, I think I'm going to leave it on the hour. So this is all the news that's happening. Put that up here. For the moves, I feel like we might get a potential run up, retest, and then push down. That's one thing I'm going to be expecting and kind of anticipating. I'm moving these down here again. Yeah, honestly, not too much to it. I'm mostly going to be erring towards the short side of gold. Gold has been dropping quite a bit, and honestly, trend is your friend, really. So when the trend's your friend, you just go with the trend. I mean, there's no other. So we're gonna have the long side here, but yeah, basically what I'm looking for, it's gonna be standard format, long side, what I'm looking for, and then the short side. Short side's easy. Especially if the price of gold continues to break levels. Just follow the trend. The trend is your friend. There we go. And then over here, we're going to be what we're looking for. Could potentially see a move upwards to form a higher weekly wick before the price continues its trend / momentum downwards. The other possibility is that the price of gold just continues its Friday trend and sells off to start the week. I'm going to quickly do this, and then I'm going to show you the dollar and what I think the dollar is going to do and why I think gold overall is going to be bullish in the long term. But for the short term, it'll probably head down. But as we continue into 2021 and then 2020, I feel like there's going to be a momentum push upwards, but we'll get into that. For long plays, there needs to be fear and uncertainty in the market, or the vaccines being ineffective. I knew I didn't spell that right. There we go. Long plays are tough considering the momentum and trend are clearly bearish. So we're gonna leave it like that. Let me show you guys the dollar real quick. Whoops, wrong one. Dollar. Here's the dollar. US dollar is pumping lower, and I feel like it's going to go to the low 90s, 89 area, just for the fact that with Biden being in office, the US dollar will be devalued, so it'll open up international business and trade again. Because even in 2016, when Trump got elected, it's been pretty flat for the most part, and in 2014 was the big bull run up. But with Biden being in again, I feel like this area is going to be pretty standard for the US dollar during Biden's presidency. I feel like we're going to get down to 89, 88 area, and then kind of do some consolidation and see what the policies and other factors of his presidency are going to be, and how it'll affect the economy, how it'll affect jobs, how it'll affect everything else. Other than that, this is basically it for gold. Short side, easy sells for most of the week. Just follow the trend and continue that momentum down. I'm going to be posting this on the blog as well. We got the news there. We got everything there. But yeah, honestly, it's pretty easy. Hope everybody enjoyed this quick gold analysis, and we'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early for the end of the month and start of December. That's almost the end of 2020. Should be interesting. Have a good Sunday, and good luck to anybody fantasy football teams. Good luck to your real football teams as well.